Hey guys, I'm Alex Chicle Gum. Welcome to another Pokemon Go video. We have details for a new event coming in February around Go Tour season. It is the Road to Kalos. However, it's not really Kalos. Every single day is gonna be like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. Let's just talk about it. Also, before we get started, I would like to get this channel to 3,000 subscribers, so please consider subscribing if you're brand new. Also, hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos first, and also let us know in the comments below your thoughts about the Road to Kalos. And without further ado, let's dive in to the details. If you guys want to look up more information about Kalos Tour, there's going to be a blog post for Kalos Tour, global and in person. I am gonna cover a little bit more stuff about Kalos Tour in this channel later because I feel like we're gonna get more information. But for now, we're gonna talk about Road to Kalos, which is gonna be on Monday, February 23rd at 12 a.m. to Friday, February 27th at 11:59 p.m. local time. We have some Pokemon Go debuts, such as Pikachu wearing Red's hat, Leaf's hat, Ethan's hat, and Lyra's hats. Those are going to be making their Pokemon Go debuts, and if you're lucky, you may get a shiny with a hat. Wild encounters will depend on each day. So on Monday, February 23rd is going to focus on Kanto. You can get some Pokemon encounters like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and some trainers may even encounter Pikachu, Clefairy, and Meowth. Then on Tuesday, February 24th is Johto, and you're gonna get some encounters with Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile, and may get encounters with Meryl, Hoppip, and Teddiursa. Wednesday, February 25th is gonna focus on Hoenn. You can get encounters with Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. You might even encounter Poochyena, Tailo, and Nincada. That's an interesting spot. We get Nincada. Thursday, February 26th is gonna focus on Sinnoh. You get encounters with Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup, and you might get encounters with Bidoof, Shinx, and Snover. And then finally, Friday, February 27th is Unova, and you get encounters with Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. You might even encounter Lillipup, Darumaka, and Gothita. So this is super different than previous Road to events from previous years during Go Tour, because instead of focusing on the entire week of just getting starters from that region, you're getting some from different regions leading up to Kalos Tour. Also, every single day, it seems like we're gonna have a raid hour for legendary Pokemon that are appearing in raids on different days. Also note that on Thursday, February 26th, the raid bosses will alternate each hour during the events, with the expectation of raid hour where they rotate for the first 30 minutes, Pikachu wearing the Lucas hat and Pikachu wearing the Dawn hat. And then of course there's Dialga and Palkia, which will then switch to the hats with Ray's cap and Akari's hat Pikachu, as well as origin forms of Dialga and Palkia, inspired from Legends Arceus. And then on Friday, February 27th, you're going to see Zekrom and Reshiram, or sorry, it's gonna be Reshiram and Black Kyurem with Hilbert's hat and Hilda's hat Pikachus. And then it will switch out to Nate's visor and Rose's visor with Zekrom and White Kyurem. It's interesting because we just had a raid day for Kyurem fusions and all that stuff. So on Monday, February 23rd is once again Kanto, and we get Pikachu wearing either a Red's hat or Leaf's hat. You also get 5-star raid bosses that includes Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Then on Tuesday, February 24th is once again Johto. You get 1-star raid bosses for Ethan's hat and Lyra hat Pikachu in 1-star raids, and in 5-star raids, Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh are coming back. I don't know if they're shiny boosted, but getting a shiny Shadow legendary is a flex. Wednesday, February 25th is the Hoenn day, and 1-star raids are going to include Pikachu wearing a Brennan's hat and Pikachu wearing a Maze bow. This will be the first time in 3 years since these two Pokemon Pikachu hat Pokemon things are coming back, and Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon are going to be in raids. Then on Thursday, February 26th is Sinnoh. 1-star raids will be the return of Lucas and Dawn hats, and Dialga and Palkia in 5-star raids. Also, there's going to be space-time anomalies on that Thursday, so when they switch, you're going to get Pikachu wearing Ray's cap and Pikachu wearing Akari's Kerchief. And then, of course, 5-star raids are going to be the origin forms of those legendaries. And then finally, Friday, February 27th, we have Unova, and we're going to have Pikachu wearing Hilbert's hat and Hilda's hat. 5-star raids are going to include Reshiram and Black Kyurem, and then it's going to cycle to a different set with Reshiram and Black Kyurem, and then we get I guess, Nate Visor and Rosa's hat, as long as we have Zekrom and White Kyurem. So pay attention to Thursday and Friday because those bosses are going to be different. Legendary Pokemon with exclusive moves. We have Articuno with Hurricane, Zapdos with Thundershock, and Moltres with Sky Attack. They will learn those moves after encounters from raids. Then on Wednesday, we have Kyogre with Origin Pulse and Groudon with Precipitous Blades. Then on Thursday, Origin Form Dialga encounter from raids will have a chance to know the Charge Attack Roar time, and Origin Form Palkia from raids will have a chance to know the Charge Attack Spatial Ren. Note to self that this is not guaranteed for every encounter, so if you get a shiny with the exclusive moves, you are considered very lucky. And on Friday, it's kind of the same thing with Kyurem, but Reshiram will have Fusion Flare, Zekrom will have Fusion Bolt, and Kyurem encounter from raids will have a chance to learn Glaciate. So again, you have another legendary that may or may not have the exclusive move. So pay attention to Kyurem and the Origin Forms of Dialga and Palkia because they may or may not have the exclusive moves. A lot of these raid bosses are going to have special backgrounds and they're all going to look completely different depending on which one you catch. So Pikachu wearing Red's hat and Pikachu wearing a Leaf's hat can have a background inspired by Team Mystic, Team Instinct, or Team Valor. Then if you go after Articuno, it's going to have the Team Mystic background. If you go after Zapdos, it's going to have the Team Instinct background, Team Instinct. And then we have Moltres with the background inspired by Team Valor. So if you want to try to get a background, this is the time to grind. Also on Tuesday, on February 24th, if you go after Ethan or Lyra hat Pikachus, you're gonna get special backgrounds inspired by gold or silver version. And then of course, Shadow Lugia will have the silver version and Shadow Hoa will have the gold version. Then on Wednesday, February 25th, you have Brandon's hat and May's bow that can have backgrounds inspired by Ruby version or Sapphire version. And then, you guessed it, Kyogre's gonna have the Sapphire version and Groudon's gonna have the Ruby version. Then we move on to Thursday raid bosses with Lawn, like Lucas and Dawn. So Pikachu with Lucas and Dawn hats, whatever, they're gonna have Diamond and Pearl versions. And Dialga is gonna have Diamond version, and the Palkia obviously has the Pearl version. And then it seems like no matter which raid boss you get, whether it's any Pikachu hat of Hilbert, Hilda, Nates, and Rosa, Kyurem, they're all gonna have black or white. And then Zekrom's gonna have like the black or white. I don't know. It's black and white. They're all gonna have backgrounds. There will be 2 kilometer eggs during the event that will give you encounters with Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gibble. If you're lucky, you may hatch 1 shiny. And then the bonuses include 1/2 egg hatch distance when eggs are placed in incubators. The remote raid limit will be increased to 30 every single day from Monday through Friday. And then there is no remote raid limit because that leads to the global tour. So you're pretty much hatching 1 kilometer for those 2Ks, and then you're just gonna get as much every single limit. So if you wanna do these raids, you're gonna wanna stack up on some Pokecoins and just deliver them so you can get remote raids to do raids. Time research theme after the feature regions will be available starting at 5 a.m. local time daily. Complete the research tasks to earn candy, TMs, and more items, plus encounters with different costume Pikachu. A new time research will be available each day of the event starting at 5 a.m. local time. I don't think it's shiny boosted, and note to self that Pokemon obtained from the time research won't have the special backgrounds. If you want the ones with special backgrounds, you have to do a raid. Then we have new field research task theme around each day's feature region will be available starting at 12 a.m. local time daily. Complete field research tasks to earn Candy and Candy XL for each day's feature raid bosses, plus encounters with different costume Pikachu. Once again, only special backgrounds from raids, not from research. And then we have Go Pass Road to Kalos. And starting on Monday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. to Sunday, March 1st at 6 p.m., the Go Pass and the Go Pass Deluxe, if you decided to pay a little extra, will be available in Pokemon Go. As always, if you have a Go Pass, you just have to do some raid battles, hatch eggs, catch Pokemon, and you get a certain amount of Go points daily to get rewards and encounters with Pokemon. You get the deluxe version, you're gonna get some more exclusive stuff, including the lucky trinket and an encounter with Hoopa Unbound. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a separate video, we are going to be covering things that are happening in the month of February. We know what the Catch Mastery Day is, we know what the next Raid Day is, we know what the next Max Battle Day is, and what you want to know is that you're going to have to check out that video next time because I'm not going to share it right here. This looks a little bit better comparing to Road to Unova and Road to Sinnoh, but I don't want to get too excited because you never know if something goes wrong. But yeah, lots of new Pikachu hats, lots of returning Pikachu hats, and a lot of special backgrounds. If this is something you're looking forward to, I would definitely save those remote passes, saving those Pokecoins for that occasion. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.